All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we are. Welcome to Monday. So, last week, we talked about inequalities, graphing inequalities, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. We talked about how to shade and which way that the graph is going to go. Today, I want to focus on the actual communication in the words. And I know this is a sticking point and it's difficult for a lot of you. So we need to make sure you are writing this down in your math notebook. You need to know these phrases. They're going to pop up this entire chapter. We're going to be talking about this for like 5 weeks. And you need to have this written down for a reference point in case you ever get confused when you're at home working on something. You can go look up what it means. So, writing inequalities. These phrases you need to know. So, is less than. The is important. Write it down. Is less than means this symbol. I talked about this in the other video. Remember, less than starts with an L. This one looks kind of L-shaped. All right? Is greater than means this symbol. Very important. A lot of people get confused on these. Remember, you're reading them left to right. You're always reading left to right. So this is the less than symbol. This is the greater than symbol. Smaller point is on the left. Less than. Bigger point is on the left. It's greater than. Okay? Come back to some of that other stuff. So, is greater than or equal to. Okay? So, is greater than or equal to. Again, the or equal to puts the equal sign or half an equal sign underneath. Okay? And then of course there's less than or equal to, very important. These next four can get very confusing. So you need to make sure, again, you're writing all of this down. Is not more than. So if I have a number line and I have some number on here, what could I compare it to? Well, I can say that there's numbers more than 3. I can say that there's numbers less than 3, or I can say that it's equal to 3. Okay? So think about it. I can be all the things in front of me, I can be all the things behind me, or I can be standing right where I am. There's 3 things that you can use in comparison. You can be more than, you can be less than, or you can be equal to. So, if I say that it is not more than, what's left? All right? The only thing that's left, if it's not more, it's less, or it's equal. So if you see not more than, that means less than or equal to. Because it's not more, could be less, could be equal. By the same token, is not less than. So again, we're talking about comparisons. It's not less. What else could it be? It could be more, it could be equal. So there you go. Now, is at most. Again, when you first hear this phrase, you might be thinking, you hear the word most, you're thinking bigger. But think carefully. If I say I got at most $10 in my pocket, at most $10, what am I saying? I'm saying 10 is the most. 10 is the highest I could have. Could I have more than that? No, that's the most. Could I have less than that? Yeah. Yeah, I could. So when you see is at most as a phrase, it means less than, or could be equal. I got at most $10. Could you have $10? Yeah, I could have $10. I can't have more than that. I can have less than or equal to that. All right, is at least. Man, I killed it. I got at least an 80 on that test. At least an 80. What does that mean? I'm setting the bottom. I got at least. I didn't get under that. No way I got under that on that test. I could have gotten more. I could get equal. I didn't get less than that. So when you see the phrase is at least, I'm setting the bottom. It means greater than or equal to. these phrases you need to know. So, we're going to fly to the other side of the classroom. See if I can move my boxes. Look at that. Look at that. All set up for us. And we can read them. Awesome. Here we go. So, I know it's a little dark. There was some wicked glare, so I had to kind of shut the lights off. Zoom in if you need to. 6 is more than X. Look back at your notes. Is more than. What does is more than mean? Well, you should have written this down. We just did this on the, you just wrote it down. Is more than. 6 is more than X. Okay? Number 2, 6 is at least 13. Is at least. We just talked about X is at least 13. If I'm saying at least, that is setting the bottom. Could be greater, could be equal. All right? A number is less than or equal to 5. A number. Pick any variable you like. When I see number, I think n, so I'm going with n. Is less than or equal to. Less than or equal to 5. All right? Number 4. Is at most. That's one of the tricky ones. Look back at your notes. Is at most. What symbol do we use for is at most? -8. Is at most sets the high mark. I use less than or equal to for is at most. Here we go. Number 5. Is not more than 3. X, it's not more. What could it be? Could be less or equal. Less than or equal to 3. And finally, y is not less than. Is not less than. What is it? Greater than or equal to -2. All right, that's our notes for today. That's our lesson for today. Good luck, boys and girls. Ask questions if you got them.